Hey guys, welcome back to my next art book preview video. This week we have the brand new Morpho Anthology of Artistic Anatomy by Michel Lauricella. So this one is a really big book, and you can see it's also got really nice coloured sprayed edges to the pages, which I really like. And here's a look at the back of the book there as well. Let's get into it. So as usual, if you want to pause the video here to take a proper look through and take in the contents, please do. We're going to talk about these sections as we preview through the book. So this book actually consists of 3 previously released Morpho books. I think most of you guys will already be quite familiar with Morpho books because they are a very big name in the anatomy book space. This book, by the way, does contain some artistic nudity throughout, with it being an anatomy book. So some of the previous book releases that are actually combined into this one are the Morpho Skeleton and Bones Reference Points, the Joint Forms and Muscular Functions, and also the Fat and Folds book. So I thought this page was pretty cool actually, because he talks about different ways to study and have fun with it, and one of them that he uses here is he draws over an x-ray to sort of complete the face. So I thought that was something a little bit different. I've not heard of people doing that before, but I thought that was pretty cool. So in this first introduction section, it does cover some of the anatomical concepts and also the essentials of drawing. He touches on things such as mannequinization and using that to be able to draw from memory, imagination. But here we are at the first book, so you might be familiar with this if you have this book, Skeleton and Bone Reference Points. This is obviously going to be very important. This is the contents to that first book, so it has still got an introduction to each one. And this one is going to be really important because if any of you guys have ever done an anatomy course or a decent anatomy course, they often talk about learning the bony landmarks and how they are quite important to figuring out basically the structure to the body, but also things like, in terms of simplifying the pelvis like into a box like here, it helps you to get the perspective right. So basically if you get these things wrong, then your whole drawing is going to be off. I also find it's pretty good if you enjoy drawing skulls or draw them in your work at all. Obviously skulls are very important to learning portraits or drawing the human face as well. And from looking at the contents, I would say that each of the individual books is roughly about 100 pages each. Maybe a little bit more actually, some of them closer to 120. I don't think I own all of these ones, to be able to check side by side and to see if they are formatted exactly the same in layout and things like that, or whether they have changed, because as you can tell, this book is much bigger in dimensions. In fact, let me show you a comparison. Okay, so this is the last Morpho book that I reviewed on camera, and you can see the size difference here. Yeah, these ones are only small, don't get me wrong. I think they're called like pocketbook editions. They're actually pretty good, but I must admit, I did want to own one of these in a bigger format. In fact, I believe that one of the older books, the main anatomy book, which would probably accompany this one really well, by the way, I think that one is available as a pocketbook version like that, but also in a slightly larger format like this. So whilst I was searching for that, because I don't own it yet, I came across this. That's basically how I found that this one is about to release. I'd also be intrigued to know, for you guys that own the smaller ones and the bigger ones like this, which do you prefer? Which do you find easier to actually work from? I do have other Morpho books that I've previewed on camera, so that one I just showed, as well as these ones. So I will put links in the description box below the video. Definitely check those out, and anything else related to this one. And I will also put links below the video to where you can buy the book from. Anything you buy through my links just helps support the channel. So please just know that I really appreciate anyone that has ever, or plans on ever, buying any books through my links. So yeah, thank you. So on the blurb, it does talk about what's included in this, and it says as well as those 3 books that are obviously combined into this one, it also has an additional 200 drawings throughout this one. So again, if you have those books, you might be able to compare the pages and see if they are exactly the same, or maybe you'll be able to tell if there's new content added to these chapters. But I would imagine that it is the introduction, and also at the end of the book, there is a step-by-step section. So I would think that's what the extra content refers to. Okay, so on to the second book, we've got Joint Forms and Muscular Functions. So when I first started learning about anatomy, because I've done quite a few courses and things, I must admit the joints and the muscle function wasn't something that I found overly interesting to begin with. I don't think I took it seriously enough, but once you understand it, you realise how important it is. I mean, it's all good being able to draw an anatomical figure in a standing upright, boring pose, but most people, when it comes to doing like a finished piece of art, it's going to be something cool, maybe a comic book hero character kind of thing, jumping in the air, fighting, but they are not going to be in this static pose. Their muscles are going to move, they're going to be bending their arms, twisting their torsos, so it's really important to know how the muscle functions and how it changes with each position, basically. From memory, the fat and fold section is probably the one that contains the most nudity, so I'll probably not show as much as that because I think I'm showing more than enough for you to get the idea. But also, YouTube has got really strict recently with nudity, even though it is educational and artistic. So if we talk about the Fat and Folds book, I will say it's really good reference and it really does develop your understanding of where the folds go, because we all have the folds, even if we're not fat or if we're not drawing fatter people. Again, I don't know how to word this. But folds, especially in the skin, not only do we all have them, but he talks a lot in the Morpho books about different age groups. And you can see how much it affects like the older generation ages. So here we are on the fat and skin folds section. So it's definitely quite an interesting way of looking at it. I will say that there are not many books, or at least I haven't come across many books, that do talk about the correct way to draw fat and how it overlaps over muscle. I've seen some books touch on it a little bit, but nothing to this extent. And here's some of the examples I was talking about earlier, using cross contours, where we have different shapes within the face, I guess. I will say that this section does go into quite a lot of detail as well, even on areas, well, it covers pretty much everything from the torso to the hands to the face, and even the sort of areas around the groin, which is why I'm having to be a little bit more careful. Again, it's only artistic, but yeah, YouTube. And I've always liked the Morpho books because I think the actual drawing style of the examples is quite clear to read. It's simplified, but in a way that still conveys the information without giving you too much to confuse you. So the other thing I wanted to touch on, for example, is there is not much text throughout, considering how big this book is. There's enough to teach you, but I think you're really learning through the images, which is my personal preference. And I also picked up another one from the same publishing company, Rocky Nug, and this one is Michael Hampton's Gesture Drawing, Dynamic Movement and Form. So I thought that would pair really well with learning anatomy, is how to apply it to poses, as mentioned earlier. So keep an eye out for that one in the near future. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll show that one on camera. So now we are getting towards the last section. Obviously, I've skipped a lot of it, but this is a step-by-step section. Again, I'll just show a few of these pages. But basically, we actually get to see his process, as the title kind of suggests, and it looks like he works quite heavily through silhouette to begin with, and then details it out bit by bit, creating more form and structure as he goes, or more detail as he goes. Again, he does talk about this a little bit at the beginning. So leave me a comment below, let me know what you think to this one. If you did enjoy it, make sure you give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so that I can keep making more content like this. Thanks for watching, everyone.